Can everybody settle down? Settle down. Can everybody settle down, please? Everybody settle down. Can everybody settle down, please? Settle down. Settle down. Good morning and welcome to the New York City Council vote of the Committee on Finance. At this time, can everybody please silence your cell phones? Thank you for your cooperation. Chair, we are ready to begin.
Thank you. All right, we're getting the band back together here. Good morning. Welcome to today's Finance Committee meeting. I'm Councilmember Justin Brannan. I have the privilege of chairing this Committee on Finance. Today, we've been joined by Council Members Stevens, Osei, Barron, Lewis, Farias, Ayala. Wow, I just made a mess here. What? No, I'm okay. Williams, Carr, and Brooks Powers, and Moya and Velasquez are on Zoom. Today, the committee will be voting on the following items: a transparency resolution and 4 Article 11 resolutions. First, the transparency resolution sets forth the new designation and changes in the designation of certain organizations receiving local aging and youth discretionary funding and funding pursuant to certain initiatives in the budget. As with all transparency resolutions, council members will have to sign a disclosure form indicating whether or not a conflict exists with any of the groups on the attached list. If any council member has a potential conflict of interest with any of the organizations listed, they have the opportunity to disclose the conflict at the time of their vote. As a reminder, please disclose any conflicts you may have with proposed subcontractors used by organizations sponsored by discretionary funding. These disclosures must be made before the subcontractor can be approved. Disclosure forms must be completed and submitted prior to the vote on the transparency resolution and may be emailed to Everton Smith, who is also present today in the chambers to answer any of your questions. Next, the 4 Article 11 resolutions are a package affecting 4 building clusters encompassing 8 buildings in Councilmember Sanchez and Feliz district. For each cluster, the package would authorize a partial 40-year exemption and require new HPD regulatory agreements, a 10% unit set aside for homeless individuals, enrollment in HPD's Aging in Place initiative, work on identified critical and short-term needs within the buildings, and stabilize rents ranging from 45% to 90% AMI depending on the cluster. Are there any comments from my colleagues on any of these items? Okay, we've also been joined by Councilmember Powers. I'll now ask Billy Martin to call the roll.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Finance. Chair Brannan.
I vote aye.
Ayala.
I vote aye.
Moya.
I vote aye.
Thank you. Powers. Lewis. Brooks Powers.
Aye.
Thank you. Barron. Aye. Brewer. Farias.
I vote aye on all.
Hanks. Osei.
I vote aye on all.
Sanchez. Stevens.
Aye.
Velasquez.
I vote aye on all, and I'd like to disclose my brother is on the Board of Samaritans and my spouse works for DEP.
Thank you. Williams.
Aye on all, and I'm a student at CUNY, for the record.
Juan. Carr.
Disclosing on the record that my spouse is a student at CUNY and we're funding CUNY in this reso. And I'm a member of the Jewish Community Center of Staten Island, and we're also funding them in this resolution. I vote aye on all.
Thank you. With a vote of 13 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, all items have been adopted by the committee.
With that, this meeting is adjourned.